The point is that you will remove the things that are pointless more and more in your life and just focus on the essential, one step closer to your goals every day with every activity that you do together.
Hello everyone, I'm Michal,
I'm Silvia.
and today we're gonna be talking about how to apply minimalism to your relationship.
Minimalism has been a very important part of our lives for quite a long time now. We have been gradually decreasing the amount of objects we own, and right now we are traveling off our very small backpacks, and it feels great to have this amount of empty space in our lives. More recently, we realized that it is possible to apply minimalism not only to objects but also to our relationship with each other and with other people.
What minimalism is for us is really stripping off the unnecessary and focusing on essentials. And this is what we started to apply to our relationship. So, what is the direction where we want to head towards? And when knowing what is this direction, it is much more easier for us to actually find activities that will allow us to progress and move further.
So we are very intentional about the time that we spend together and the energy that we use in our relationship. It's very rare that we do something in autopilot together. When we want to spend time together nurturing each other, we really dedicate time to that. When we feel like being on our own, we don't prolong our time together any longer and we move on to that. If we feel like being more energized and connected, we dance together or we do an activity together. So every activity for us has a purpose, and this is how we stick with the essential and get rid of the unnecessary.
So if you feel that this resonates with you and if you would like to try to apply minimalism to your relationship, we have broke down our process to get there into 5 easy steps.
Step number 1. Review your relationship as it has been so far. What are the activities that you usually do? What are the things that you usually talk about? Do you spend a lot of time watching TV together? Do you talk about exciting plans for the future? Do you do creative projects together? Do you talk about other people? What is it that has been happening in your relationship so far? Sometimes it can be easy for us to go a little bit on autopilot mode when we spend a lot of time with someone else. So this exercise, especially if you want to write it down and observe patterns, might be useful for you to see the overall perspective of your relationship.
Step number 2 is all about the intention. So it's answering the question, what do you need from the relationship or where do you want this relationship to go? Write all those things down. Do you want to have children? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to grow as individuals? Do you want to build a house one day? Do you want to sail across the oceans and high seas? What are your needs? Do you need love, support, respect, time for yourself?
Step number 3, go back to all those activities and conversation topics that you reviewed about your current relationship and check which ones are in alignment with your goals and your needs and your intentions for your relationship and which ones aren't. So for example, if you spend a lot of your time together just scrolling down social media, and if your intention is, let's say, motivate each other to make changes in your life and travel the world together, there might be some conflict of interest there. Doing this will help you become more aware of what are the things that are not bringing you joy and what are the things that are already contributing towards your intention and towards your happiness.
Step number 4. Every time you realize that you're doing something that is not bringing you towards the goals you have set for your relationship, ask yourself, what can we do instead? So for example, if you find yourself on a couch watching TV or having a random conversation about nothing, well, think about what you can do instead that will bring you towards your goal. Maybe if your goal is to get closer to each other, get closer to each other and talk about each other's feelings or how do you feel towards each other. Maybe play some of the connection games. Maybe just cuddle your partner and kiss them on the ear. This will bring you closer to your goal.
Step number 5. Transform all these previous steps into a routine. Slowly start removing all the activities that do not bring you any profit or do not contribute to your intentions and goals for your relationship. And slowly start increasing the number of activities that bring you joy and fulfill your goals and increase this excitement. It doesn't mean that you will only do pleasant things from now on and that important, challenging conversations will be removed. No, this is not the point. The point is to bring more meaning into what you do. Sometimes this includes anger and challenging emotions, but the point is that you will remove the things that are pointless more and more in your life and just focus on the essential, one step closer to your goals every day with every activity that you do together.
Just like cleaning the house, decluttering your relationship is an amazing process which will bring you lots of white space and focus on what is really essential for your relationship. What are the main things that you cherish and that are bringing you to fulfillment, and letting go of things that don't serve you anymore.
Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much for being there for us, and it's a pleasure to share this with you.
And we hope you find it useful, and we wish you an incredible, flawless day.
See you later.